Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video today, I'm going to be replacing this iPhone X screen. Unfortunately, the current screen has a green line going through the display. Now this green line can be caused by a faulty AMOLED panel from manufacturing, or if the phone has physical damage, there's a high chance you will definitely see green lines in your screen. The green lines were also most commonly seen on most Samsung models since they introduced the AMOLED screen. In this video, I'm going to be putting on an LCD panel instead. The LCD panel is cheaper, and depending on where you get it from, the quality can vary. I'm going to be using the iFixit Protect Toolkit for this repair. I definitely recommend getting this toolkit because it provides mostly everything you need to do basic or expert level repairs. You're going to need a few tools to do this repair: a pentalobe screwdriver, a Y000 bit screwdriver, an opening tool, and a spudger. I'm going to start here by taking out the bottom two screws and prying out the screen from the frame carefully. After doing so, I'm going to remove the 5 screws along with the connector faceplate holding the LCD cables in, as well as other cables. After the faceplate is removed, the first thing to disconnect will be the battery. Following that will be the 2 screen cables along with the flood illuminator and the proximity cable. The flood illuminator cable is very fragile, so if you're doing this repair, make sure to be gentle with the cable. Any small nicks or rips to that specific cable, and the Face ID will have a high chance of not working. I either use my nail or a spudger to get under the cable. I'm going to be installing a new water resistant seal. I don't think this seal is as good as Apple's standard one, but it will be better than nothing. I'm going to remove the old seal residue and clean the frame for the new one. I'm using a spudger to remove the old residue. I am also using isopropyl alcohol to clean the frame. Sometimes the new seal will not stick properly if dirt is left behind. I'm going to go ahead and give this new screen a quick test to make sure everything is fully functional, such as the touch and display. Before putting a new part in, you want to make sure that it's working first before installing it. After I tested the screen, I'm going to install the water resistant seal. Now there's going to be 3 screws holding in the flood illuminator module. When taking this out, it's not very difficult, however it's very easy to break this component. This module has many components attached to it, such as the proximity sensor, the speaker, and most importantly, the flood illuminator. If one of them is not functioning properly, then Face ID will most likely not function properly. Unfortunately, this cable is paired to the logic board, so only Apple can recalibrate it. When removing this cable, just take some time and patience and you should be able to get it. After removing the flood illuminator module, I can transfer it over to the new LCD and install the screws. Make sure the module is seated properly on the new screen. Sometimes the fitment might be off. When putting back the screws, just make sure the Face ID is properly in place. The last screw I put didn't go in right, so I had to remove it around to get it in place. I'm going to remove the old water damage indicator from the old screen and put it onto the new screen. This is fairly easy. The water indicator is just a sticker. If it's red, your phone most likely got exposed to some sort of water. With the new LCD I am using, I can also transfer over the True Tone. This is the iCopy Plus, one of the cheaper devices for transferring True Tone. You can purchase this for about $40. This device has worked for me every single time I've used it. You connect the old screen, press read, and it copies the serial number. Once it has the serial number, you connect the new screen and press write. It will now transfer over the serial number along with the True Tone to the new screen. I'm fairly happy I can keep the True Tone on the new device. Now, I can connect the LCD cables along with the Face ID cable, the same way I took it out. On the iFixit website, there is a guide to repair the iPhone X. The difficulty level is moderate. However, if you have never repaired an iPhone before, just be careful when doing so. Now, this part is very important. I'm going to properly seat the cables underneath the screen to avoid closing the screen on the cables. If you close the screen on the cables, the LCD cables will most likely get damaged from being pinched. After the screen is seated properly, I'm going to install the pentalobe screws on the bottom and make sure everything is fully functional. I'm going to turn on the device and test it and make sure it works again. That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe. There will be more videos to come.